Have you ever wondered why Mars is known as the Red Planet? It's a question that's sparked countless debates and theories. Many believe it's due to the planet's rusty appearance, a result of iron-rich minerals in its regolith, or soil. This has led to an abundance of misconceptions, including the idea that Mars is literally rusting. But is Mars's red color really due to it being rusty? Let's dive in to find out. Scene script. Mars, our neighboring planet, has a distinct red hue that has earned it the nickname the Red Planet. But what exactly gives Mars its unique color? The answer lies in the planet's surface composition and more specifically, in a common yet intriguing chemical compound, iron oxide. Yes, that's right, Mars is red because it's rusty. Iron oxide, more commonly known as rust, is the same substance that gives a rusty nail its reddish-brown color. It forms when iron reacts with oxygen in the presence of water or moisture in the air. This process, known as oxidation, is what's responsible for the reddish color of Mars. Now you might be wondering, how did Mars get all that iron and how did it oxidize to form rust? Well, let's delve a little deeper. Mars is composed largely of basalt, a type of rock that contains a high amount of iron. Over billions of years, the iron in these rocks has been gradually exposed to the thin Martian atmosphere, which contains oxygen. This exposure has allowed the iron to slowly oxidize and transform into iron oxide. But the story doesn't end there. The Martian weather also plays a significant role in Mars's color. Mars is known for its dust storms, some of which can even be seen from Earth. These storms stir up the iron oxide particles from the surface and suspend them in the atmosphere, giving the entire planet a reddish hue. One interesting thing to note is that not all of Mars is red. Its polar ice caps, made of water and carbon dioxide, reflect light differently and appear white or light blue. But it's the vast expanses of rusty iron oxide that dominate the Martian landscape and give Mars its iconic red color. So it turns out that Mars's rusty appearance isn't just a figure of speech, it's literally rusty. Now that we know why Mars is red, let's debunk some common misconceptions. You may have heard that Mars's red color comes from its sunsets or even from alien life forms. Let's set the record straight. Mars's red color has nothing to do with its sunsets. On Earth, our sunsets are reddish due to Rayleigh scattering, where shorter wavelengths of light like blue and green are scattered away, leaving the longer, redder wavelengths behind. But Mars doesn't have the same kind of atmosphere as Earth, so its sunsets are actually blue. And as for the theory of red Martian soil being the result of alien life, well, that's pure science fiction. While the search for life on Mars is ongoing, there's no evidence to suggest that any life form, alien or otherwise, is responsible for the planet's red color. Instead, Mars gets its signature hue from iron oxide, or rust. Mars is essentially a rusty planet. Its surface is covered in a layer of iron-rich dust and rocks. Over billions of years, this iron has reacted with the tiny amount of oxygen in Mars's atmosphere to form iron oxide. This gives the Martian soil its reddish-brown color, not unlike the rust you might find on an old car or a decaying iron structure here on Earth. So the next time you hear someone attribute Mars's redness to aliens or sunsets, you can set them straight with the science of iron oxide. Let's recap what we've learned about our rusty neighbor, Mars. This celestial body, so often referred to as the Red Planet, owes its distinct hue to a simple scientific reason. The surface of Mars is covered in iron oxide, commonly known as rust. This rust gives Mars its unique reddish appearance, a color that is easily distinguishable, even from millions of miles away. Contrary to some of the exotic theories floating around, it's not alien activity or any other outlandish cause that makes Mars red. It's just good old-fashioned chemistry. When iron on the Martian surface comes into contact with oxygen, it oxidizes and forms iron oxide. This process, over billions of years, has turned Mars into the rust-colored world we know today. So there you have it. Mars is red because it's got a case of cosmic rust. Thank you for joining us on this journey to the Red Planet.